The latest on the NCAA Tournament, all times Eastern, 6:55 p.m.Duke leads Kansas 64-62 after Gary Trent Jr. hits a three-pointer with about 6 minutes left. Both teams are trading blows in a tight game in their Midwest region final on Sunday. Marvin Bagley III muscled an inside shot over Silvio De Sousa to tie it at 57. But Devonte Graham's three-pointer put Kansas ahead again, and Svi Mykhailiuk scored on a pass from Graham to push the lead to 5 points. Kansas big man Udoka Azubuike continues to sit with 4 fouls. Duke's Wendell Carter Jr. just re-entered the game with 4 fouls and converted a three-point play. Malik Newman leads Kansas with 16 points. Trevon Duval has 14 points for the Blue Devils. _6:40 p.m. Kansas leads Duke 57-55 in the Midwest region final, and foul trouble is becoming a real issue. Kansas big man Udoka Azubuike committed his 4th foul with 11:43 left and went to the bench. Duke forward Wendell Carter Jr. already is sitting with 4 fouls. Gerald Vick's three-pointer put the Jayhawks up 51-47. Javine DeLaurier scored on a putback after beating Azubuike for a rebound, and then Azubuike dunked on the other end before committing his 4th foul. _6:30 p.m. Kansas has made 3 of its first 4 three-pointers in the second half and took a 46-39 lead over Duke in the Midwest region final. Malik Newman made 2 threes in Gerald Vick another, prompting Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski to call a timeout with 16:25 left. Kansas big man Udoka Azubuike went to the bench with his 3rd foul 1.5 minutes into the second half and was replaced by Silvio De Sousa. Wendell Carter Jr. also picked up his 4th foul for the Blue Devils and was replaced by Marks Bolden. _6 p.m. Duke leads Kansas 36-33 at halftime of their Midwest region final after Trevon Duval scored the last 6 points of the half for the Blue Devils. Duval, who had just 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting against Syracuse on Friday, has a game-high 13 points on 6 of 10 shooting so far. Malik Newman, the Jayhawks' leading scorer in the postseason, missed his first 5 shots and didn't get his first points until he hit a pair of free throws to tie at 25 all. His layup on KU's next possession gave the Jayhawks their first lead since early in the half. Gary Trent Jr.'s three-pointer gave the Blue Devils the lead again. Duke's Wendell Carter Jr. committed his 3rd foul with 4 minutes left in the half and went to the bench. The winner of this game plays Villanova next Saturday in the national semifinals in San Antonio. Eric Olson reporting from Omaha, Nebraska. _5:40 p.m. Grayson Allen made a steal and drove the length of the court for a dunk, and Duke leads Kansas 25-23. With 5:20 left in the first half of the Midwest region final. Neither team has shot well. Duke is making 37.5% from the floor, with Trevon Duval leading the Blue Devils with 7 points. Duke's Wendell Carter Jr. has picked up 2 fouls, and Marks Bolden has replaced him. Kansas is shooting 33.3%. Udoka Azubuike, who shot an air ball on a free throw, also had the ball slip out of his hands on a dunk try and roll out of bounds. Azubuike just picked up his 2nd foul and also is on the bench. _5:35 p.m. Duke's Trevon Duval badly missed an early jumper, but the freshman has come on with a strong start so far. The freshman came in averaging 10 points but shooting just 42% from the floor and 28.7% from behind the arc. But he is 3 for 5 early with 7 points and even knocked down a 3. A welcome boost considering Duke's best outside shooters, Grayson Allen and Gary Trent Jr., had made just 1 of 5 to start the game. Duke leads Kansas 22-19 with about 7 minutes left in the first half. _5:15 p.m. Some nerves might be at play early in second-seeded Duke's game with no 1-seed Kansas in the Midwest region final. The Blue Devils led 7-6 at the first media timeout, but it hasn't been pretty. Duke's Gary Trent Jr. shot an airball three-pointer and Trevon Duval badly missed a jumper, and Kansas big man Udoka Azubuike missed everything on his first free throw attempt. The Jayhawks, as they did against Clemson on Friday, are benefiting from a huge home court advantage. They drew a roar 3 times as loud as that of the Blue Devils during pregame introductions. KU's campus in Lawrence is a 3-hour drive from the CenturyLink Center. The Duke-Kansas winner plays top-seeded East Region champion Villanova in the national semifinal Saturday. Eric Olson reporting from Omaha, Nebraska. _4:45 p.m. Villanova is headed back to the Final Four. The Wildcats will have a chance at their 2nd national championship in 3 seasons, courtesy of a 71-59 win over Texas Tech in Sunday's East Regional Final. They will play the winner of Kansas and Duke in the Final Four in San Antonio. Jalen Brunson led the Wildcats, 34-4, with 15 points. Eric Paschal finished with 12 points and a career-high 14 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo and Michael Bridges each added 12 points. Villanova came into the game with 44 three-pointers for the tournament. It had 4 threes in Sunday's win, but it was their defense that stood out in this one. The Wildcats out-rebounded the Red Raiders 51-33, including grabbing 31 defensive rebounds. They also had 6 steals. Keenan Evans led Texas Tech with 12 points. Villanova led 36-23 at the half, holding the Red Raiders to a season low for first-half points. The Wildcats' lead grew as high as 15 in the opening minutes of the second half and took advantage of a bevy of Texas Tech fouls, racking up 29 points at the free throw line. The Red Raiders, 27-10, were playing in their first Elite Eight and came out on fire, notching an early 9-1 lead. They got as close as 56-51 with less than 5 minutes to play, but Villanova closed the game on a 15-8 run. Kyle Hightower, reporting from Boston_3:20 p.m. Villanova is 20 minutes away from its second trip to the Final Four in 3 seasons. The East top-seeded Wildcats lead third-seeded Texas Tech 36-23 at the half, holding the Red Raiders to a season low for first-half points. A previous low was 24 in a loss to Texas in January. Eric Paschal leads Villanova with 9 points and 6 rebounds. Jarrett Culver has 6 points for the Red Raiders. The Wildcats closed the half on a 35-14 run. Villanova came into the game needing just 11 three-pointers to set a Division I single-season record. The Wildcats, who came in with 44 threes in the tournament, had 2 in the opening 20 minutes. The Red Raiders hit just 6 of their last 23 shots after taking an early lead. They also had 2 starters in early foul trouble, with both their Smith and Justin Gray picking up 2 fouls apiece. Both had brief stints on the bench before returning to the game. Texas Tech helped Villanova reach the bonus early and the Wildcats made the most of it, going 14 of 19 from the free throw line. Kyle Hightower, reporting from Boston_2:35 p.m. Texas Tech jumped out to a 9-1 lead on top-seeded Villanova, the biggest deficit the Wildcats have faced this tournament. Nova promptly responded with a 6-0 run. _2:15 p.m. Duke's Mike Krzyzewski can make history on Sunday if he and the second-seeded Blue Devils advance to their 13th Final Four under the Hall of Fame coach's leadership. A win over Kansas would break the record that Krzyzewski, 71, shares with UCLA legend John Wooden for national semifinal appearances. It won't be easy though. The Blue Devils will play the top-seeded Jayhawks in Omaha, Nebraska, in what could feel like another home game for Kansas. KU beat Clemson 80-76 on Friday in front of a pro-Jayhawks crowd that helped carry their team through some late-game miscues. It'll be the first meeting of these Blue Bloods in the NCAA Tournament since 2003. When Kansas knocked off Coach K and the Blue Devils in the Sweet 16, Luke Meredith reporting from Omaha, Nebraska _1:30 p.m. The last half of the Elite Eight will go a long way toward determining the winners of March Madness pools across the country. Unlike the South and West regions, plenty of brackets have Villanova and Kansas or Duke reaching the Final Four. The biggest long shot for casual fans on Sunday is Texas Tech, a Final Four pick on less than 5% of brackets in Yahoo and ESPN contests. Contrast that with Villanova, which was picked to go to San Antonio on nearly 60% of ESPN brackets and 70% of Yahoo brackets. Kansas and Duke each have about 30% support to the Final Four, and only one will make it in _1 p.m. The upstarts had their fun on the left side of the bracket. Now the final 2 of the Final Four will be determined by the high seeds on the right. Number 1 Kansas versus No. 2 Duke in a blue blood showdown in Omaha for the Midwest region title. Number 1 Villanova and No. 3 Texas Tech and Boston to take the East. Should make for a fun Sunday. The Jayhawks and Blue Devils are among the premier programs in college basketball, combining for 8 national championships. The East Final is for you if you like defensive basketball. Villanova is known for its three-point shooting and rightly so, but the Wildcats have dominated defensively as they've made their way through the bracket. Texas Tech, 27-9, has used its depth and length to wear opponents down, allowed 66 points or less through 3 games of the NCAA Tournament. _more AP college basketball. https://collegebasketball.app.org https://twitter.com AP_top 25 and https://www.podcastone.com/app Sports Special Events Copyright 2017 The Associated Press All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten or redistributed.